Good morning. It is Thursday, May the 21st. Aren't you glad I looked at the calendar? I know what day it is. I've got a little bit of a yarn haul here, and I'm also going to do a tea review. Now, a lot of you know that I love coffee, and generally all morning long I'm drinking coffee. Now, in the afternoon, not so much, because I've had my fill of coffee all day. Now I'm ready for something else like Dr. Pepper or tea. So, thought I would do a tea review. I'm not going to do a taste testing or anything like that. And no, this isn't to take the place of Setas. However, there are some teas that I come across every now and then. And I thought, might as well share with you what I enjoy, right? Now, this first tea is by Stash, and it is the white chocolate mocha. I had heard about this, and of course, it's not in my area. They have a mocha tea or a chocolate tea, but no white mocha, white chocolate mocha, and that's one of my favorite flavors. Like, when we go to Starbucks and get something to drink, often I will get a white chocolate mocha. So I thought I would try it. And of course, I had to purchase online, got it at Amazon. And it is a black tea. They do have another one that is not a black tea. I think it's a green tea, but I don't care for green teas so much. They don't sit well on my stomach. And people will say, well, that's because it's less caffeine. No, it's not. Actually, green teas usually have a little more caffeine than the black. But I just don't really care for the flavor of the green tea so much. It's not a little more earthy. It's just it's got a different flavor I don't care for. But anyway, I judge teas by whether it is a hot drink, a cold weather, or if it is a year-round drink. I will tell you, out of 5 stars, I gave this one a 2. The reason I gave it a 2, and I did have it hot. And of course I let it, chill out for a little bit and drank it cold, because lots of times I like cold teas too. Well, this reminded me of eating pure cocoa bars. When you get the cocoa bar to use for chapped lips. I know you've seen them. I can get them here at the pharmacy. It's just a little bar like this, and you can use it for your lips. And one of the main ingredients is the cocoa shells on this. It is not a true chocolate flavor. It is more of that cocoa beeswax type flavor, which means it tastes a lot like palm oil. When you get the cheaper brands of Easter Bunny chocolate, you can taste a lot of that palm oil. That's what this kind of reminded me of. But I would drink it in the winter, sweetened with a little bit of heavy cream, so it gives it a little less of that cocoa shell flavor, the palm flavor that I just don't really care for. The second tea that I purchased was the hot cinnamon spice. Now, as a kid, one of my favorite candies were those little hot cinnamon rounds that you would get. Out of 5 stars, I give this a 5. It tastes just like that and brings back so many memories. And I really enjoyed the hot cinnamon spice. For those of you that don't like cinnamon, it's not a good choice for you. But this, I give it 5 stars out of 5. It is an all-weather. I did take and make 2 cups of it, and I drank one hot, the other one I let cool down, and then I put some ice on it, and it was good cold as well. You can do it plain or a little bit of sweetened. I like to sweeten my teas just a tiny bit, not real sweet, just a little hint of sweetness. And I used sucre drops for my sweetening. So, out of a big tall cup or a large cup, the cups, regular coffee size mugs, I would give it at least 1 drop. And that's just enough to give it just a little sweetness. And yeah, I really enjoyed the hot cinnamon spice. So I just thought I'd add those in here and there, because you can't drink coffee well, you could. Can't drink coffee all the time. Can't drink Diet Dr. Pepper all the time. And there are times in the summer that I want something that's not fizzy, that's not, coffee. Although I'll drink iced coffee too. But thought I'd share some of those, just for grins and giggles. Now, originally, Premier had this great little sale for some clearance items, and I originally bought these for the prayer shawl group, but I don't think that all of them are going to be suitable for prayer shawl, and I'll tell you why. This was the toy box yarn, and I had the impression that it was a number 4. See, that's what you do when you go see a yarn sale. You don't really look at the specs. You buy it anyway. It's a 5 bulky. Now, I like working with 5 bulkies. I like working with 4s, 3s. Anything under that, it's an if thing, Depends on how beautiful it is, whether I'm going to work with it, if it's under a 3-weight yarn. But this is a 5-weight yarn, and this was in they call this color Kite. It's a baby pink. So that will be staying here. And then I also got one in the color of, what do they call this color? Frisbee, which is kind of a soft mint. Not really a baby blue, but a soft mint color. But then, one of the yarns that I have loved working with is the Aurora Yarns. And they had quite a bit of these on sale. And these are I believe these are considered a bulky. No, they're a 4-weight. 4-weight. And this is in the color Good Earth. And I have never seen this color. I don't know if the ladies would like working with this because they're more about colors. But I think these would be some great colors for men's items. So I got 2 of those. And then I got 2 of the Woodland, which has greens, fall colors. It's gorgeous. Got 2 of those. And I also got 2 of the Cinder. This is more of a dark charcoal gray with the whites in it. And yeah, I'm going to leave it in the bags for now until I can get to work with it. So I got 2 skeins of that. Did I? Yeah, I got 2 skeins of that. I mean 2 bags. 1 of the Tornado. And I have to tell you, on the Tornado, when I looked at it on the website, it looked like it was dark grays, almost to a black. It's not. It's blue. That has that hint of blue in there. the dark charcoals. It's gorgeous. So I happened to get 2 of those. And then I got one, no, that's the Gooder. That's the other bag of the Gooder. And that is what I got from Premier Yarns. So, most likely what's going to happen with that is it's going to stay here, and I will substitute something else for the ladies at the prayer shawl. Because a lot of them, what I see is they leave the dark colors alone. Like, you know, the browns, the charcoals, the like that. So I will work with that, and I will work with the 2 toy boxes because they don't care for the larger yarns, the bulky or the super bulky. And generally when I get those, I see those sit there and sit there and sit there until Jane takes them home and works with them. So I'll just substitute something I have here and send that up instead. Which quite honestly I can do. Now, many of you know that Jill of Fiber Floozie was having some what she calls mystery yarn sales. Let's see if I can get this box up here. And I purchased one of the boxes. Now, I can tell you right off the bat, it smells delicious. I have just opened up the top, and she has this lovely, lovely tissue paper over the top with a thank you note, and it smells heavenly. But I wanted to help her clear out her stash, and because one of our ladies loves to, she loves to take the smaller skeins of yarn, and she's been making the scarves for the Meals on Wheels for the senior boxes. So she likes these kind of things, and I've not had an opportunity to get up to Scraps and Skeins. They opened this week, or maybe they opened last week. But you have to make an appointment to go up there. It's an hour's drive for me to get up there, and then you only have 20 minutes in the store. Which honestly, it's a small store. Most of the time 20 minutes is plenty. But occasionally, if I'm looking for fabric and yarn, I'm in there 30 minutes or more, and they're only allowing, I think, 2 people in at a time. So that would be kind of iffy for me right now. And if I'm going to go up that way, you know, I might as well stop at Joann's and some other things. But I didn't need anything in those places. So I thought, you know, that's about what I would spend, at least, if not more, at Scraps and Skeins, and getting just the partial skeins and things like that. So I thought I would stop. She also included some bath salts with essential oils, and I'm pretty sure this is what's made this box smell heavenly, and it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. One of the first things I see coming out is one of the Impeccable yarns, and I chose the acrylic box, and it is the Arbor Rose color, real pretty pink, and I'm thinking one of the ladies is going to absolutely love this. And this, it is gorgeous. It has, it's black, and you can see the sparkle. Now I know that won't go to the ladies because they don't like working with the black. It's okay. Jane will work with it. But look at this. The orange and the black with the sparkle. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely stunning. Just think how those will go together. Thinking of Halloween. Fantastic. And then we have a beautiful, this doesn't feel like Red Heart. Feels a little softer like Impeccable or maybe one of the Hobby Lobby yarns. But look at that beautiful blue. And the gals will love working with it. And then we've got a little more sparkly. And this one is white and sparkly. And I think this is the, yep, Caron Simply Soft Sparkle. Can you catch that sparkle at all? No, you're not going to be able to see it. But that'll work up beautifully. I can see one of the ladies using that for a lot of the oh, these are one of my favorites. This is a mix of a little of this and a little of that, and I love things that are like this. This is absolutely gorgeous. She has a yarn in here, and that looks like one of the baby yarns that has that little piece of white that runs through it. But look how gorgeous is that, the way she wound that up. I have a lot of these. And they make great hats. When I'm doing hats like crazy. Oh, just saw a card. Nope, just saw the note. Yep, my mystery box. And then we have this one. This is one of my favorite colors. And this is the Red Heart Earth and Sky. And that looks like a pretty good size amount for this. So, ladies, they may work with that, they may not. I'll put it on the shelf. If they don't take it, I'll take it. Although I think one of our gals will take it. And then there's a Bernat Pop in the color Ebony and Ivory. And I've never seen this color before. I like that. That is gorgeous. Most of these will go up to the prayer shawl group. Then there is this is one of my favorite colors. It's Aran. Goes with everything. Ooh, this is soft. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. Very soft. I don't know what that is, but that's very soft. Gorgeous. This is one of my other favorite colors in the Red Heart. And it is the one that, not Red Heart. Yeah, it is Red Heart. Red Heart with Love. Delightful. And it's got those pretty, kind of reminds me of cantaloupe with the grays. But it's a gorgeous color. Okay, that can go back in there. And then we have another one, and this looks like it is another possibly Simply Soft with the sparkle, and it is a pink. Nope, not going to show up, but it's a real pretty pink, rose pink. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you, Jill. This was a great box. Like I said, most of those will go up for a prayer shawl, with the exception of the black and the orange and black, because I'll probably work with it. Like I said, some of the ladies don't like the darker colors. Although, I do know this one they will take. They've taken it when I've had them up there before. One of the ladies loves working with pops, so she'll take that. And there isn't anyone that wouldn't want to work with the Caron Simply Soft Sparkle. But these two I'm keeping. I just like the way they go together. They're gorgeous, beautiful. So those will stay here. This one will stay here because the ladies don't like when you mix the yarns up like that. I personally love it. That's what I do with a lot of my smaller skeins, is I wind them up into cakes to make my own cake color. But yeah, that was a great deal. Thank you, Jill. That was a beautiful box. I'm looking forward to seeing what the ladies come up with those, the rest of those in that box. But like I said, these guys are staying with me. I'm going to play with them. And of course, the dark Premier yarn that I got is going to stay with me because the ladies don't care for the darker yarns. I don't care. I love it. And I have only used the Aurora once. And I loved working with it because I'd only gotten one skein of it. But now I'm going to have a little fun with this. And I've been crocheting during the evening. So look forward to seeing what comes out of those skeins. I had filmed the other part of the tutorial for the crochet along with the shirt. And I don't know where it's at. So I'm doing a search on my computer to see where I saved it. I generally save it to one place, and apparently it didn't get saved there. So now I'm having to find it, or I'm going to have to refilm. That happens. And in the meantime, during the day, I'm working on masks, getting those ready. So, yeah, still busy. Still surviving this stay-at-home order. And although, it's kind of, I find it rather funny. You know, with this stay-at-home thing, you can go to Walmart, you know, and go get groceries, things like that. Now, I don't know if your Walmarts, but our Walmart has a total number of people that are allowed inside of the store. And there's a sign, and it says 995 people. Can you imagine 995 people in a Walmart all wearing masks, social distancing? There's not enough room in that Walmart for that kind of social distancing. And this is why I find it rather funny. Most of us are wearing our mask, although you don't have to wear a mask to go to the stores. That's purely optional. One of the gals yesterday when I was doing laundry was telling me she was at Walmart and there were about 7 or 8 people that had no mask on, even though they do ask you to wear a mask. And when she'd asked the assistant manager, she saw him, she asked him about it. He said the only thing is here in Walmart, the associates, people that are working in Walmart, have to wear a mask. For the public, it's entirely optional. And, you know, what are you going to do? So, there's a lot of people that aren't wearing masks. Told you about the lady the other day, bonking her on the head. She might as well not wear a mask. So, it's interesting. And, of course, while we're at the laundromat, there was a gal there. What is with the phones? There is a gal there that she had her mask on. She had it tied on top, untied at the bottom, and it was up like this.
Hello. Please leave a message.
So she was sitting there, and
processing. To give you one last courtesy call
Don't
to
you
let you
love
know
this
that based on our
scam
records, the
calling?
factory warranty is expired
Now
on
it's
your
going to go
vehicle.
on
Is
for
that
7
right?
or 8 minutes. You know, it's like
Fantastic.
their computer
So your
doesn't
vehicle
understand
actually
that
is still
there's
eligible for
not a real
vehicle warranty
person there.
protection. Let me get a specialist to explain your available options.
Yeah.
Please hold.
Thanks for holding. All of our coverage specialists are presently busy helping other customers. Please stay on the line to maintain your call priority.
Liars, liars, scammers,
Especially costly auto
scammers.
repairs. Will the cost of replacing a pricey electrical part or air conditioner or transmission bust your monthly budget? All of our agents are still
It
assisting
would.
other clients. If you would like to continue holding, press 7 now. If you would like a call back as soon as the agent's available, press 9 now.
Now, having heard that, I will tell you what my husband did the other day when that call came. He answered it. He pressed the number to talk to an agent. He's talking to the agent. He says, I would like for you to take me off this list. I don't even have a car. And the guy argued with him and said, well, everybody has a car. So Thomas wasted his time for a good 15-20 minutes talking with him. And the guy said, I just can't believe you have a car. And Thomas goes, well, you do know that time is money. The guy finally caught on that he was just wasting his time and hung up on him. Now, come on. We're all stuck here in quarantine. We're bored. We get some of these stupid calls, and we answer them just 'cause. I know I've answered a couple of them in the past when I got angry because they were calling 2 and 3 times a day. And I would turn the script around on the person. Now, you ordered how many bags? 1,000 bags? Yeah, that's going to take a couple of weeks to get to you. I know I wasn't being kind, but it was a lot of fun. But it does stop the calls for a little while. So, isn't it funny how life intervenes when you least expect it? Alright guys, I'm going to go now. I'll see you later. I have to go get back to the mask. And everybody have a great day. And be kinder than I've been today. Bye.